Ladies and gentlemen, starting at 8 a.m. until about 30 minutes ago, we had our Fall Industrial Advisory Council meeting. We call it the IAC. This group was established in 1988 and was formerly called the New Directions Industrial Advisory Council. We had a great meeting today, and it is wonderful to have such dedicated and involved industrial partners, many of whom are our school alumni, who are interested in helping our school to become better so that we can educate better graduates of the future. A big thank you to all our corporate partners and the Industrial Advisory Council. Now to all, welcome to the celebrations for the first centennial of Purdue's School of Chemical Engineering. We have now a century of people and progress. As you see on the folder you may have received, this is our motto, so to speak, a century of people and progress, and the theme is evolution. We will talk more about this theme in the atrium when we have the centennial sculpture unveiling. Thank you for coming to attend this terrific moment in our school's illustrious history. It's wonderful to see so many alumni return to participate in this celebration. At dinner this evening, we have a little over 300 people attending. We also have friends in high places, as you can tell. We have arranged for great weather. 85 and sunny today, 84 and sunny tomorrow. What more can we ask for in October in West Lafayette? Our school was founded by Purdue's Board of Trustees on June 14, 1911, upon the recommendation of President Winthrop E. Stone. The Bachelor's in Chemical Engineering curriculum was established in light of the need for graduates with such degrees 4 years prior to the school's founding on April 26, 1907. And 4 years ago, we celebrated that centennial as well. And this curriculum also, in 1907, was established by President Winthrop E. Stone. So by the time 4 years rolled around to 1911, they were already in the curriculum 79 registered students, which suggested to President Stone to go ahead and start the School of Chemical Engineering. So therefore, by establishing both the Bachelor's in Chemical Engineering curriculum and the school, it is absolutely clear that President Stone was a very enlightened and wise man. To plan for the centennial celebration, we established a planning committee which includes alumni, faculty, staff, and students, one undergraduate, one graduate, total 13 members. The names of the committee members are given on the back of the event program. I invite you to look at them and see the different segments represented. The planning meetings were held roughly every 6 weeks, and the very first one was on February 5, 2010, 20 months ago. We plan ahead. And the last one of these, which was the 13th one, was held on August 30th this year, one every roughly 6 weeks. The alumni representatives who were not here physically, we connected with them through the telecon, and so we had these 13 meetings in this manner. We decided early on in these meetings that during the full calendar year 2011 would be our activities in celebrating the school's centennial, and that the focus of the activities will be the school's alumni from all walks of life. We identified in our minds that there are really roughly 3 categories. Those alumni who went to industry, those alumni who went to academia, or those who followed entrepreneurship or other pursuits including careers in law or in medicine. Also early on, once we decided this direction, we decided that we will have a total of 3 activities throughout the year. And I'll list them for you, I'll describe them for you so that you have an idea of what's going on throughout the year. This is what we call the main event, but there are two other things that are part of the centennial. One is the centennial seminars. So we planned that we would have 12 centennial seminars throughout the year, 6 in the fall, 6 in spring this year, 6 in the fall. 9 of these seminars have already occurred, and these 12 are by alumni, again from those same 3 general walks of life. The 9th one was given just earlier this week on Tuesday, and the 10th one is this coming Thursday. So we're closing to the end of the year. We got only 2 more after next Thursday to go. Those who have missed these seminars, who are out of town here, can still watch what happened, because all these seminars are on the video link. By following on the school's homepage, there's a link for the centennial. Clicking on the link, you'll be connected to the videos, and they're all listed there with the titles and presenters and dates, and you can listen to everyone that you want. In fact, today's proceedings are also being videotaped, and they will all be posted up in due course. The second activity is publishing the book 100 Years of Chemical Engineering at Purdue. Not very clever title, but very descriptive and apt. Well, we are ambitious. We don't know where to stop. So we publish not only one book, but actually 2 books. One is what we are calling the Pictorial History of the School of Chemical Engineering. And this is authored by Dr. Phil Wankart, longtime professor in the school, and Christina Farmas, our school's administrative director and responsible for many aspects of the centennial celebration. In fact, you will receive this pictorial history when you leave dinner this evening. As you leave, you will all receive a copy of this book. Further copies can be purchased for $25 at Amazon.com. We are making no profit on this. We just want to be a bestseller around. The second book is what we are calling the big book, and for obvious reasons. It is big, 625 pages long. In fact, we have only printed 5 copies, and one of them is with me. This is our so-called big book, and this is 100 Years of Chemical Engineering at Purdue University. This has all the details, everything you always wanted to know about Purdue Chemical Engineering 100 years, and were afraid to ask or whatever. When you registered today, you would have received a CD of this entire book. So you can read it and enjoy the history as the school has gone on and see the various events. This particular history book is authored by, again, Professor Phil Wankart and Professor Nicholas Pepys. Nicholas Pepys was the sole author of the first history book of the school that was published in 1986 for the 75th anniversary of the school. And Professor Pepys, longtime faculty member here, and now unfortunately, at the University of Texas, Austin, is with us and will be giving one of the centennial lectures. Unfortunate for us, not for him. The third activity we planned for is this main event, which we are celebrating now. This includes the centennial lectures, which we'll begin in a few minutes, then the panels on the same 3 topics. They are in different rooms. I will come at the end of the lectures and describe where to go, but they're all in the program booklet already, where the 3 different panels are. Then after that will be celebration events in the Henson Atrium, and the celebration events will be 2. One is the centennial sculpture unveiling. We commissioned the centennial sculpture, again, designed and approved by the planning committee, and that President Cordova of the university will be unveiling at 3:45. And just in the same 15-minute window, we will have the first Centennial Student Awards being presented. 2 of them, one to an undergraduate and one to a student. I'll talk more about that when the time comes later in the atrium. Then, of course, starting 6:30 p.m. this evening is the reception, and then 7:15, the dinner in the Purdue Memorial Union. Then tomorrow, we will have a pre-game reception in the Henson Atrium again at 8 a.m. with breakfast served, no omelets, just easy food to eat. and will be followed by the Forney Hall and Discovery Park tours. And finally, at 12 noon, of course, will be the football game, where if we don't have very much, we at least have hope that we can, that we could beat Minnesota. The details of the whole events, all sets of events, are in the events program that I mentioned. Over the years, the school has graduated some 10,000 students, of which some 8,000 are living. So to select the centennial speakers, the centennial lecturers, and the panelists was a very difficult task that the committee faced. But it had to be done, and it was done. Before I conclude my welcome remarks, I want to make one special mention. Our centennial celebration today comes on the heels of a terrific honor that was received by one of our distinguished professors. Just last week, Dr. Rakesh Agrawal was named a recipient of the National Medal for Technology and Innovation. It is only one of total 5 awarded this year. This is the highest recognition in the US for achievements in technology and innovation, and it is an award that is given by President Obama. It will be given later in the year in the White House. And I should mention that Professor Agrawal is the Winthrop E. Stone Distinguished Professor of Chemical Engineering. And remember the name, the president of the university who established our curriculum in 1907 and the school in 1911. It's the same individual on whose name we created, when Professor Agrawal joined us in fall 04, the Winston E. Stone Distinguished Professorship. So let us recognize Dr. Agrawal for this tremendous honor. With this background, I thank you once again for coming. We will have a grand time during this celebration. Enjoy yourself, connect with our students, faculty, and staff, and of course, with fellow alumni. We are now ready to start the first part of the program, and these are the centennial lectures, 3 of them, one each on academia, entrepreneurship, and industry.